Alright, there we go. Since we finished up with My Little Puppy, we're now doing Terry's other games. If you don't know who Terry Kavanaugh is, well, hello there, I'm Terry and I'm an independent game designer. I'm originally from Ireland, but these days I live in London with my wife and our 2 cats. That's me on the left. Another game that shows cool, flufful critters. I am cool with that. Been making games my whole life since I was a kid with a Commodore 64. Respect to Commodore 64. Along the way, I made a few commercial games, but that's not what this collection is about. This is a collection of some of my other games. I hope you enjoy them. So if you don't know Terry Kavanaugh's games, the big ones you might know more than anything would be BBBBBB, which is a brilliant game. I also have speedran in the past. Mr. Platformer. Okay, hold on. This seems to have a little bit of issues going on with... Okay, it shows up only when I don't have... Alright, there we go. Whoa, and that is super big and off-sized entirely. So, for some reason, this is just capturing kinda rough. So, it was not going to capture correctly. Move it right there. Joy of streaming. You never know how things might pan out a little. Alright, so for some reason, it was not capturing my display when this was full screen, but here we go. So, Terry's other game. And okay. That is very... This game is uncapturable. What? Okay, so it is kind of uncapturable when it is full screen. That is interesting. So I can capture it when it is not full screen. Things always, always keep yourself on your toes. So this is a small window for me. If, like, all of this that you see, my webcam picture is the screen that I'm looking at, my beard is what I'm looking at here. Alright, so we've got some games. We've got A-sides, including Mr. Platformer. That is how I actually learned about this game, was because of Mr. Platformer. It's a long story, but I apologize. I'm still not quite... There we go. That's a little better. So, this Mr. Platformer version is apparently far more stable than the version that I have speedran in the past, but instead, let's start with Don't Look Back. I'd love to check out all of these games, So, Don't Look Back, March 2009. This was my first ever Flash game. I made it shortly after turning 24 over the course of 4 weeks. It's a minimalist, retro-styled platformer where you have to make your way down into the underworld, face off against demons, and try rescue your true love from the depths of hell. I like this little game a lot. At the time, the big thing I was I am so bad at reading today, aren't I? I liked this little game a lot. At the time, the big thing I was really excited about was storytelling through game mechanics. Awesome. And I was very proud of telling this little story in this game without using any words. My favorite thing about this game now is the clash. The moody red 4-color palette, the string quartet soundtrack, the messy individually drawn rooms. None of it is really faithful any particular retro aesthetic, but somehow it all seems to work together. And we've got a couple challenges. Make your way out of the darkness and return to the surface. So let's give this a shot. I'm excited. Terry Kavanaugh presents Don't Look Back. Alright, start a new game. Okay, we have move, we have jump. Very quiet audio. Oh! Alright. Okay. B to shoot. Infinite bullets, which is good. Oh. Alright. The ropes are a little finicky. Ooh. Snakes take a lot of shots. Nope. Alright. And we are diving in deep. Very deep. Okay, we're in the dark. Okay. Tricky. Oh! Nope. Okay, this is going to be a little trickier than I thought it was. Alright. Hey! Make your way out of the darkness. Done! Oh, this reminds me of Mr. Platformer right here. Oh, this is so Mr. Platformer. I love this. Oh. He went away from me. Oh. Nope. Okay. Oh boy. Nope. I was hoping I could have just slid down. So this is very much a you have to learn the game and memorize it. Oh boy. Gotcha! Ha ha ha! I am the best. I do like that music. Oh, oh boy. Nope. Oh boy. Nope. It's a lot of bats. Oh boy. Gotcha. All right, I am the best. Oh. I gotta reset that. Nope. No. Okay, so I could do it that way. Nope. Boom! Okay. Oh, that platform got me. Oh, that was all on me. Okay, this time let's do it smart. Just like that. Oh, I could have climbed the rope also. Oh well. I am the best at this very old school game. I'm probably not the best, but it feels good to beat a game, I think. Oh. Wait. Okay, cannot turn back. This is a really, really cool little, almost experiment. Alright. Nope. This is really cool. I love retro old school games, and especially retro inspired old school games. Oh, just keep running! Indiana Jones room. I can see a lot of Mr. Platformer vibes in this. I can also see where... You can see a lot of like the influences that went into this. This is amazing. Oh. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Ready? Go. No. Haha. Nope. Wait for it. Nope. There we go. All right, we are... Oh, boy. Hey, we are almost out of here. Return to the surface. Chivo unlocked. But not quite done yet. Gotta get back to the grave. Oh. Am I also dead? I am. Ooh. That's cool. That was a pretty cool little game. Alright, don't look back. That's pretty cool. Let's try another one. How about At a Distance? December of 2011. This is a game for 2 players. It's sort of possible to play it single player, but I wouldn't recommend it. I made this game for No Quarter NYU's annual game exhibition. They asked me to make a game designed to run at a party. My first prototype was a big empty 3D grid. I really like jumping around in low gravity and wandering through endless corridors. I thought about slotting rooms into the grid and letting the player change what those rooms were. And then I had a bunch of other ideas and it all kind of got away from me. I think this game was probably trying to do too many things. In hindsight, maybe I was feeling a bit of pressure to follow up my first big game, BBBBBB, with something similarly fun and light, and rebelled against that. I love where I ended with this, even if it is a little bit of a mess. Alright, we're probably not going to play much of this because it says designed for 2 players. Single input mode. This mode is for devices that only have one controller. It's strongly recommended to play with separate controllers if you're able to. In this mode, players should pass the controller back and forth and take turns to make progress. You could switch between left and right sides during the game by pressing Y, press A begin, or B now to go back to title screen. Oh, there is jumping. Nope, I missed that jump. Oh, where... Oh, there is directions. Huh. You know, having the different... Knowing about being able to change my camera angle definitely improves things a little bit. You know what? I think I agree. That is not a game for me for right now. So how about Naya's Quest? September of 2013, this game This game is inspired by old 8-bit isometric games, and how that perspective can make it hard to tell where things are supposed to be. But what if you made a game that played with that on purpose? Oh no! Well, I tried that idea out and I loved it immediately. But everyone else hated it. It turns out that this sort of optical illusion is really fun for a designer to create, but a lot less fun for a player to solve. I really struggled to figure this game out. I poked at it for years on and off, and the game became a bit strange and meta in the process. I think I eventually figured out a way to let the player in on the fun. Get to the second save point and reach the edge of the world are our two achievos on this one, so go ahead and give it a shot. Wow, wasn't kidding on the perspective thing. Let's go up its northeast. Oh, there is jumping. Movement. Makes me think so much. West town before the edge. Looks like it's abandoned. This makes me think of Solstice so much. Like all the other towns out here. On the road here, I met someone fleeing from this town and saw something out here that he couldn't explain. It terrified me. He told me that he'd left something behind, saying I could use. Maybe it's in this house. Is that it? There's a package here and a letter. A gift to anyone who seeks clarity. Don't we all? If you've come to see the edge, then this device will help reveal. I hope you find what you're looking for. Some sort of machine. Found cross-section scanner. Press B to use. I see, this should be useful. In a couple of weeks, this town will be gone. The world is shrinking every day. The edge gets closer and closer. Maybe one day the whole world will shrink to nothing. This is kind of cool. Game saved. Definitely gives me that equinox or solstice vibe. Uh-oh. You watch my step around here. The scanner should come in useful here. Configure this out. Oh boy! No. Oh, this. Oh, I have limited lives. Oh my glob. Nope. Oh boy. Retry from previous room. I've got 3 lives. Nope. Nope, stop that. No, I did not mean to do that. The controls are a little interesting. Nope. Boy. Ah. Woof. Nope. Okay, this is a little infuriating. What I'm seeing here is L-shaped. This here is also L-shaped. Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh, nope. No, boy. Oh, this game. howdy. I don't think I could jump that far. Okay, oh boy. Oh. I'm back outside. I've made it to second save. Oh, this is hard. The edge might be further out than I thought. So be it. I'm not turning back. I've heard about so many stories about this place. Nope. Nope. Whoa. Stories of terrible things at the edge of the world. I don't believe the stories. I only believe what I can see for myself with my own eyes. I'm going to look over the edge and see the truth for myself. Oh, I don't have lives now. That's good, because... Oh. Game saved. Third save spot. I feel like I understand better the closer I get. The way the world is. Boy. No. Oh boy. Nope. Boy, howdy. Ha 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 ha. Wonder if anyone's ever gotten this close. I don't know. Has anyone? Glad I able to get a jerk in my chat. Spam bot. Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh boy. Nope. Oh, okay. Nope, it's too high up. Nope. Oh. Okay. Nope. Oh boy. Nope. Nope. I can't go that way. Now, I am completely stumped, I think, at this one. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. One more try. If I don't get on the next try, I think we're going to call it on this one, because this is challenging. Oh boy. Oh, what'd I do there? No, it's a walk off the edge. What am I doing? Far down below. Becoming clearer. How many save spots or saves are there in this before the end? Because, oh boy, I don't know if I have the nerves. I'm feeling frazzled by this game. The strings that hold the world together. I can feel it. No. Sometimes your movement goes a little wonky. Saved again. Wait, Okay, I think this is the point where I have reached my breaking point. Okay, we're exiting that one. Oh, it's a cool game, but man, that is very, very tricky, very difficult, and my brain was breaking on that. All right. Let's go ahead and check out one more of these games from Terry's Other Games. Let's go with Tiny Heist. New Year's Eve 2016. I spent most of 2016 working on a big, ambitious commercial game. By the end of the year, I was getting pretty anxious about not having released anything for a while and desperate to work on something different. So in December, I put the big thing on hold and I got to work on trying to finish something small before the end of the year. At the heart of this game is a half-finished abandoned jam game that I'd worked on the year before. Wow. That last game broke my brain. I took that game, shaved off the rough edges, and finished it up. The result is a game that's easily my favorite of my own freeware games, and which still feels a little magical to me. A game with the ghost of another game living inside of it. Sometimes it generates the most bizarre levels, and I genuinely couldn't tell you how it does it. Alright. New item, banana, delicious banana. Be careful to properly dispose of banana peel afterwards, or pursuing guards may slip on it. Alright. So this is just a cool little thing. Alright. Wow, some of these. Boy, I got hurt. Oh, boy, howdy. Okay, this is kind of a cool thing, but at the same time, boy, does this get hard. This is one hard rogue style game. All right. Well, this is pretty much just a little roguelike stealing game. Not a bad thing. kind of fun. Let's real quick just see Mr. Platformer, which was September of 2023. This one started out as a weekend jam game like a lot of my games do. Unfortunately, during the jam, I got COVID for the first time, and it got me good. It's a couple of months before I was back to myself, so this little game became my recovery project, something I could poke at when I had the energy one level at a time. My favorite thing about this game is how big everything is. Each screen is just 10 by 6 tiles. It's tricky and make interesting challenges when you're that zoomed in, but I really loved how it felt, so I decided to just lean into it. Might I add, I played this one a little bit earlier, but also I have speedran this game, so we're just gonna have a little fun with it. And if I seem to be going through any of these levels fast, because I've speedran this game. I know this game. It's a really cool, fun game. This is one of my favorite games I've ever speedran. And it looks like, as far as I could tell, there are no major issues with this version crashing. Which is great, because you're probably like, wait, crashes? Yeah, so, fun thing, you get the key and you can just teleport back to the start if you sacrifice one of your hearts. So the original game would crash a lot. And the problem with that is if the game crashed a lot, it made where speedruns can become kind of unpredictable in a way. Depending on your speed there, sometimes it's better to just wait for that fireball. You could try and squeeze through, but it could be pretty tight time-wise. Consider this kind of a clinic on speedrunning this game, because I know the routes for all of these. Some of these are pretty straightforward, some are a little more maze-like. I haven't played this game much, though, in a long time. So this one, you just want to go over here. And you want to avoid bonking like I did, but oh well, bonking happens. This one, fall down, and then swim up around that fish. Look how easy that is. Easy as pie. There you go, just pop through that nice and fast. Knowing what you're doing makes everything so much easier. Avoid the spikes and the drips. And here, it can be tricky to jump these guys, because like the description said, the tiles are very big, because there aren't many tiles, and because of that, hitboxes can be kind of a little on the tricky side. Avoid those spikes, like I said. And then, of course, one of the challenges is to just get to the end. I took a less than ideal route. There's a quicker way through that one. I have not played this for a hot minute. This one, fall down on the left. And then just go over here, up here. Don't move over yet. Now start moving over. Avoid the purple seaweed like you're playing Ninja Turtles on the NES. And we'll go ahead and ring this bell. When you're playing speedrun, ideally you're not getting that bell unless you're doing a single loop. So there are 3 main categories for this game. Speedrunning, there's single loop, which is just clearing out one board once. There is just get to the bell one time, or the category I like, which is all stages cleared. I forgot. Want to go left. Ooh, you want to be very cautious of these spikes, because the hitboxes are kind of bonkers. And there we go. So be mindful of those hitboxes. It is kind of fun playing this game again. Nope. Fun fact, once something kills you once, it goes away and doesn't come back. So that fireball that hit me was gone the second time through, so I didn't need to slow down for that fireball. Almost forgot this one. This one's full of fishies. And you typically want to have at least one life to spare when you're doing the purple ladder stages. Ooh, stopped a little short. Been a hot minute. You can tell because my route there was not ideal. So this is one where, ideally, speedrunning. You'd take a death there, but then I'd be just out of hearts for doing another one. And we definitely wanted that heart, so I could do that. Yeah, this game is something special. This stage, though, is something a little tricky, because you don't know where those things are below you unless you know these cycles. Easy peasy. And then this one's the speedrunner level. Like I said, this is... Remember how playing that one game earlier, the first one in this collection, I mentioned how I got Mr. Platformer vibes? That is what I was talking about right there. That was unfortunate. Not what I wanted. That one has a couple different routes. Both are decent routes, but actually we will take the quick death there. And we'll just go through a little bit more of this. Oh. So this one and then quick death, because otherwise it takes forever to get back down there. Alright. I think this is the last normal forest level. And then our next forest level is the final forest level where they glitch out. That's how you do that, nice and fast. All of those purple ones are really quick if you know what you're doing. This is the slowest water one for me, because you can try to get ahead of these things, but because your speed and their speed are so not matched up, you tend to just take deaths. It'd be a little easier if your jump height can be varied, but your jump height is always going to be the same. Which is, say, you can't tap jump for a lesser amount of time and get a smaller jump. Did some clipping up above that caused me to be off cycle with that skull. And now I'm kind of off cycle with everything. Don't go up. Up's a trick. Go down. Actually, up's not a trick. Up is points. But we're not here for points, are we? We're just here to get through the stages. So, the final... These ones are really tricky because you don't know what boxes have hit boxes and what ones don't. And then, of course, we have the final water stage. Same exact sort of thing. It's been a while since I've done those. And if you go the forest stages now, for example, they're just going to be this grayed out mess. Oh, I forgot. This is the stage with the ultimate trick. Go left. What do they think of next for these games? Going left. What? Then here, instead you go like this. Easy peasy, but we've got a few of these purple ones left. You cannot squeeze through any quicker unless you want to take an extra death. Look how simple that was. But we're not going to get through. So we have 4 stages left, and we'll go ahead and we'll finish up those 4, and then we will probably call this stream done at that point. I knew I was going to mess that up. There we go. But we're probably going to have to take an extra boo-boo. So this one we can't go any quicker than this cycle. This is slow. It's pretty much almost like an auto-scroller equivalent. I know, I'm playing these games fun and casual, but it is kind of speedrunny vibe. and we'll take one more death because... Oh, actually, we did not need to do that because the glitchy one is one way, but watch this. All we had to do was grab it and run back. We didn't have to take the heart loss. We didn't have to sacrifice one of our precious hearts. Because then, we're in here. Wait for them. And now we go to the very end and glitch out the game. Ideally, you want to have it where you don't have a bunch of these gray stages you're going through, but this isn't a proper speedrun anyways, because you'll notice I start with some of the game already actually completed, because I was trying it out earlier. But good news, this one does not crash, so if you've been wanting to play Mr. Platformer more, and you got the free version off of Terry Kavanaugh's itch, guess what? You can now do it here and have it without the crashes. This collection is $10 on Steam currently. It's a pretty good deal. So then game is complete. And now if you play, it is just this. Like, there is nothing left. So if you're playing this and you're like, well, okay, so I will exit the game and let me start from scratch. Wow, there used to be something here, but I don't remember what it was. That is awesome. So you load it up and you're like, how can I play? Well, if you know where the save files are, you could go into, and it'd be under your username, app data, roaming, Terry Kavanaugh Games /Terry, and then go to Mr. Platformer, or from that file or that folder, you could just delete the Mr. Platformer folder, and that'll get rid of your saves. Or, the easy way now, press left and just hold it for 10 seconds. 2, 1. And there it goes. Once it's saying progress reset, you can let go, and look at that. Back to the beginning. Which is fantastic. So you can play all these cool stages all over again. Because these stages are pretty darn cool. And you can even play it like not speedrun style, so you have to look for the exit. Or you could grab points. Look at that. Well, wait for these, because otherwise they'll kill you. You could go here, and hey! There's another key. There we go. Anyways, you know what? This was a lot of fun. So this here has been Terry's Other Games. Went through 5 of them. 1 broke my brain. 1 was a lot of fun. 1 is definitely multiplayer. Tiny heist. There's actual exit to this? Huh. Oh. But there's a few more that might be fun to check out next time. So, something to look forward to for next stream. But I'll close down the recording of this right here. This was Terry's Other Games from Terry Kavanaugh. Wonderful game developer. Makes some really, really cool, very retro type feeling games. But yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube on the recording, I stream these fun, different games, casual, you know, not speedrun necessarily. Mr. Platformer was a little different because first time I played in this collection, so speedrunning kind of came back to the surface. But I play these games casually for fun on Friday afternoons. Usually aim for about 2 p.m. Pacific time, unless life gets in the way. I like streaming for a few hours. Tonight, we got about 2.5 hours and change. So, I'll come back next week, do a few more of Terry's other games, because there are 5 more I have not touched. And then, who knows what else? We also saw a little My Little Puppy earlier. I stream these though on Fridays at twitch.tv/hepandwana. And of course, if you're watching this live or on Twitch Archive and you want to see the past recordings, go ahead and head over to at hepandwana.yt on YouTube. So it's hepandwana.yt, no spaces, just the letters YT, and that's Hepandwana YouTube. So hepandwana.yt over at YouTube if you want to catch these. I tend to post them within a week of the stream.